things like VDI, do we think we'll see more of that, James, or cloud-based applications or SaaS?
Yeah, I mean, the conversation touches on a great many points, doesn't it? I mean, we talked about bring your own device, BYOD, and we talked about people needing to have a laptop, or whether or not they have a laptop within their general role at work, or whether they need to use a home device now that they're having to work from home. And then those individuals who have desktops for work, be it for PowerPC requirements or for preference, or because that's what they were given, now have to find a device as well. So we touch on a number of points here, because given that there's going to be a large percentage of own devices within the wider corporate ecosystem, you have the issues of monitoring that David was talking about. You have great threats around insider threat, data loss prevention. How do you protect your data if you can't enforce a BYOD policy? Well, the simple answer is that you can't. You have to be able to put an agent onto a personal device. And that opens a whole can of worms that is very complicated for organizations to address. So certainly, to some extent, VDI offers a lot of solutions to those problems, in that VDI allows you to log into a desktop infrastructure, desktop estate from any device, and then have it isolated within that space. So you can't, cut and paste from your VDI environment to your home desktop, which could help to solve some of these challenges. There is, of course, no silver bullet to any of this, but it certainly would bring an aspect of security around some of those elements in a more straightforward way than some of the BYOD challenges. What do you think, Carl? I mean, this is an area that I know that Ascot have looked at in some detail. What's your take on the bring your own device position?
Yeah, well, exactly. I mean, DLP is something that we've been pushing for quite a while, and it's quite, even going back to what we talked about before. The board's take and the exec take on a lot of these projects was, well, we don't know, we'll see what happens. Now they've fully engaged with it, and oh yeah, we should have been doing that months ago. And for that reason, DLP is huge. I agree with what you say. There's no silver bullet, because at the end of the day, if somebody really wants to get that data, whether they take it as a document or they take a photo of it, you're never going to get fully around that. But you've got, from our point, we've got to be sensible about what we're trying to protect. And I can see we will end up at VDI one way or another. I can't see how we can't, because that's the only way where we're going to get to that point, to be brutally honest.